Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce and Guns. Now I've not had a reason to make this video. I've always wanted to make this video, but I've not had a reason to until recently when Gillette Razor kind of screwed the pooch on their latest ad and kind of insulted a whole bunch of men. Now whether you find the new Gillette ad insulting or not, that's up to you. That's not me to judge that. But I do want to show you a way to save money while shaving. Now, whether you want to do it by protesting Gillette or if you just want to save money and not buy those stupid expensive razors, hey, that's up to you. Oh, by the way, this is not a commercial for Dollar Shave Club. Although they did ask me to advertise for them, I declined that offer because this is much cheaper than Dollar Shave Club. Now, why should you trust or take any shaving advice from someone who walks around with stubble all day long? I have to clean this part up underneath my beard. I've not done it for some time now, as you can tell, but it's my wife's birthday, so I should probably clean this up. And of course, you clean up over here too a little bit as well. And it really tightens up your beard a little bit. This stubble is here from my wife's request. I don't really care. If you go back in my earlier videos, which some of them are getting deleted now by YouTube, but if you go down some of my earlier YouTube videos, you'll see that I was clean shaven until about 3 or 4 years ago. And I was clean shaven my entire life until then. And I discovered this secret. Well, no, it's not a secret. It's just going old school. So you can save a lot of money by going old school with an old school safety razor. They still sell these. They still make these brand new. And you can find really good ones like this. This is a Merkur 34C. But you can find these for about 30 or 40 bucks on Amazon. And you can go down to about $8 or $10 as well. And they provide you about the same amount of shave, which is pretty decent. The reason why you have Mach 3s and Mach 4s and the 17 blade type razor heads is to sell you a new product, to make money off you. You don't need anything more than one single razor blade to cut your beard. But this is only the vessel. Now I bought this in 1994. I bought this razor blade, or this razor, in 1994, so think about that. Bill Clinton was still in his first term in office. Let's see, the assault weapons ban was still fairly new and trying to be understood by the masses. That's how long I've had this razor. Now, I don't have a blade in it right now, but we're going to put a blade in it, which are also super cheap. You can go on Amazon and get these Persona blades here, 100 count, for $13. 13 bucks for this 100 count box of razor blades. You're already well ahead of Gillette if you use a new razor blade every single time you shave. But typically, you get about, back when I shaved my entire face all the time, I get about a week out of this razor blade before I tossed it. And think about that, 100 blades, that's 2 years worth of razor blades for $14 or $13. Not bad. Every single razor blade or razor is a little bit different. This has a screw job on the bottom and the top just comes right off. It has little locator pins on there. The blade, all of them are individually wrapped in wax paper. You take it out, you put it on, you hold it by the edges there. There's little tabs right there. You hold it by the edges. You go ahead and put your razor blade on there. You screw it down. And you're ready to shave. You got a brand new fresh razor blade immediately and an old school heavy duty stainless steel razor ready to go. All right, let's go ahead and clean this up for my wife before she gets home. Now I've already filled my sink up with nice hot water. You want nice hot water. This is basically just normal shaving. If you shave with a normal Gillette razor or Bic razor or whatever, then you know how to use one of these as well. This is not rocket science here or rocket surgery. Normally I say rocket surgery. Okay. You want to heat this razor up a little bit, so just leave it in the water for a little bit, and you're going to lather up. You can go Barbasol, old school Barbasol is just fine, not a big deal. I went super old school with my, many years ago, I went super old school with the brush and the soap right there, as you can see that. So you just get a little water on your brush, and you mix it up a little bit, and you're going to get a little bit of foam there, as you can see. Let me see if I can get that through focus. There you go. But you get a little bit of brush foam up there and you're good to start lathering up. Probably need to clean up my hair a little bit too, but I will trim that later on. My razor blade is nice and warm now. And I get a fresh, clean shave, just as if I had a fancy razor, which I do not. This thing has been in production for decades, decades and decades. This used to be the only type of razor blade and razor setup you could get. Now, if you live in an older house, if you open up your medicine cabinet, and you will see this little slot in the very bottom back of your medicine cabinet. That is where old school gentlemen like you and me will take your used razor blades, your old dull razor blades, and just throw it through that little slot. And the reason is because that falls back behind the wall. There's this little slot behind the drywall, or actually it would be the medicine cabinet would be set into the drywall a little bit, and it would drop down between the studs inside the wall. And that would just accumulate old used razor blades for, I guess, the next contractor to deal with when that wall is demolished. And you see, I'm getting just as good a shave as if I had a fancy new razor. Now again, I don't care what your thoughts are on Gillette. I don't really care. That's not my business. But I do want to show you how to save money. Because anytime you save money, that means there's more money in your pocket to spend on guns and ammo, which I'm all about, as you know. Or deuce and half parts. You can use it for diesel as well. There we go. That's pretty good. Let me even this out a little bit. And I'm going to use some Barbasol this time around as well. Just to show you that I have no problems using regular cheap Barbasol. I'm going to clean up my cheeks a little bit too, because that's getting a little furry as well. Because again, it's my wife's birthday coming up. I want to look good for that, definitely. There we go. There we go. It's not rocket surgery, as I said earlier. You just want to clean it up a little bit. Or that's for me at least, that's what I do. You can do whatever you want to. Again, this is your show. This is your show completely. There we go. Clean off your brush really well. Get all that junk out of there. And you have to hang your brush. I'll show you that right here. Here's a picture of the little setup, because I bought this whole setup with the dish and the soap and the brush and everything, although I've replaced the brush a couple times. The brushes are consumable. You will use these brushes up. Every couple of years you'll need to replace this brush usually. But you got to hang them. You can't just leave them to dry like this, or they'll completely splay out and they will not live nearly as long as they could have. So you hang it up like normal here. And I made that stand out of copper wire that I found on the side of the road. It's meant for grounding wire for houses. I have no idea what a coil of it was doing on the side of the road, but I grabbed it and took it home with me back in college. So I just go ahead and put that there, and then clean up your beard here a little bit. There we go. That's looking pretty smart there. And now I like to follow up with a little bit of Clubman. You can find this at your local grocery store. This is super cheap stuff. It's 99% alcohol with a little bit of sin in it. And this is what you're going to find out from barbers. Barbers use this a lot. And does it sting? Of course it stings. There we go. And now you're looking good and you're smelling good, and it costs you hardly anything. You get a little bit of upfront cost with your razor here, 30, 40 bucks or so for a really good one. But you don't need a really good one. You can get one of these for 10 bucks, no problem. And then, to your supply of razor blades, 13, 14 bucks maximum right here. Now I'm going to leave links in the description below the video, well, in the comments below the video. I'm going to leave links to this. And that way, you'll be able to look at this stuff, do your own shopping on Amazon, of course. Pick out what you want that works best for you, of course. But if you use those links, those are affiliate links. They don't cost you anything extra, but they do help me keep the lights on in the bunker and keep you guys with your videos coming as often as possible, which I do plan on making more than one video per week coming up shortly, so stay tuned for that. Well guys, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give me a like and go subscribe. A lot more is on the way. And if you have any comments, questions, or show ideas, leave that in the comment box with the video. And of course, you guys have a great day. See ya.